Hey guys, welcome to Craft with a Purpose. I'm Joanne. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is really hard to make. I have been very emotional. Just stuff that's going on, life stuff, you know. And I'm going to try not to get extremely personal. It's hard. You know, when I created this channel, it was about sharing positivity, sharing my crafting and my small business, sharing my story of living with a chronic incurable disease, sharing life lessons of what I've learned in the trajectory of my 51 years of life. Today I want to talk to you about things about life that you're just not prepared for, right? And with that, I have a biblical verse that I want to share with y'all. Romans 12:12. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in tribulations. And be constant in prayer. It's really important to not lose hope, even when it seems you're losing it in every means of the word. The enemy will come to attack you every time, and it is up to us to stay strong, to stay positive, and to focus. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and just be a warrior. Today's message in particular is to women and men who have gone through a divorce, who are in the process of a divorce, who are considering a divorce. Marriage, relationships, friendships, it's a big box of surprises, y'all. You really don't know people until you know people. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. Just believe them. I wish I would have applied this back in 2015, when I had to make a very difficult decision, a life decision, to end a relationship that was based on lies, deceit, lies, more lies, interest, fraudulent activities. And I don't want to get too personal, but it is so important when you seek legal help that you hire a lawyer, a competent lawyer, one who practices the law that you are looking to seek the help in. In this particular case, family law. You see, somebody offered to help me a long time ago. And while I will forever be indebted to this person for helping me, right? He didn't practice the kind of law that I needed the guidance in, right? So, unfortunately, what has transpired from that is that a lot of gaps were left open and allow the enemy to attack. And while I wish I could be more transparent here on this journey of YouTube channel, I can't share it for protecting my family. But I just felt compelled to come on here and share this because a lot of times we become very vulnerable, right? And we leave our hands and our lives in the hands of others, right? especially lawyers. And I can wholeheartedly say this, that the state of Florida, the law doesn't really protect, I don't feel, the children. I don't feel that it's equal, truthfully. When you sit down with attorneys, not all are the same, but it's very sad how they're so cold-hearted, right? And I get it. You know, it's the law. Like, the law is the law. Whatever is written on paper, y'all, is what's looked at. Forget the fact that you are a heartless human being of a parent who gives 3 craps about their children, who you've had to enforce for them to make the child support payment on time. The law still doesn't make them be a parent, y'all. So today, my heart and my condolences to those of you who have had to fight a partner, an ex-partner, in a court of law, in any state really, but primarily in the state of Florida. It's a joke. It's a straight, blown out joke. Romans 12:12. Rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, be constant in prayer, y'all. Today, more than ever, I realize that the only thing I have to go upon is prayer. Because the enemy attacks every single day. And prayer is the only way to stop it. So please, for those of you that are out there, be mindful of who you hire as a lawyer. Make sure if you're getting a divorce, it's a family lawyer. It's not some schmuck that does something else that's not family law. Because the fine print, they don't get it. If they're practicing a different type of law and they're doing you a favor by, filing for divorce when they're not, that's not what they do. Well, guess what? They leave out a lot of things that are important in the long run of a child's life. You can't force a parent to be a parent. And while I wish I can say so much about somebody who used me for legal documents. I wish I could. I could blabber what a false, liar, deceiving, conniving, unhuman human he is. I can't. So while this is personal, I obviously felt compelled to share because I know there's a lot of people out there going through the same garbage where the law doesn't really abide well, we're the ones that have to abide by the law. But unfortunately, the law sometimes doesn't protect the way it should, in my humble opinion. See, because it's good for certain things, but it's not good for others. This is so mind-boggling to me, right? Wait, let me get this straight. There's a document that states that this person has to do this and this and this. They basically don't do 80% out of the 100. And now I have to abide by the law. Very interesting. But this person can lie on their taxes, drive a $300,000 car, own property, own a business, own jet skis, boats, you name it, and claim they make 70 grand a year. And the law has nothing to do with it. Isn't that great? Because only those that are wealthy can afford a forensics attorney, a forensics accountant, to go back to prove all the lies, the deceit. But you know what? There's a God up there. There's a God up there, y'all. And let me tell you, if it wasn't because of my faith in God, I don't really know where I'd be today, truthfully. You know, I'm a woman of faith. And I don't believe that evil drives out evil. I don't. But let me tell you, man, real life sometimes, you just want to get that punching bag and just knock some people out. You know? Theoretically, I mean, like punching. But it's not the way it is. That's not the right way of doing things, right? And while today my heart is broken because the legal system really is not in my favor, I'm here to tell you that if you're getting ready to do that, please make sure and get yourself a real lawyer, one who's have practiced for a long time, who is savvy in what he's doing. Y'all, because in the end, you have children to protect, you have yourself to protect, and it, unfortunately, in the state of Florida, and I'm sure in other states as well, they go by what is written. So if it's written by the wrong person, ultimately, you and your child are the one who pay the price. So I'm sorry this message today was not a happy one. My happy-go self, I will pick myself up. I will dust myself off. And I will keep on keeping on. And I will believe and continue to believe in hope. And that the good Lord will prevail and justice will come. Thank you guys for your continued support. For sharing my channel. For subscribing. And thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really, really appreciate all of your support, y'all. Don't forget what I always preach. And I need to preach it to myself right now. Don't forget to just keep on keeping on. Even when the enemy attacks. Because with him, all things are possible.